All right, I am back with part two of this unboxing, this huge WhatNot haul. Um, so far, we went through a lot of the older books, and now we're going to get through even some of the lower number books. I'm also going to go through a few that I picked up on slabs, just some of the older ones, but we'll go through this list. Um, Again, these are all pretty low quality books. We got X-Men number 40. This is actually one of the few ones that's actually in pretty good shape. There's no cover detached or anything like that. So overall, it's in a very good shape. Again, over 40 books. Didn't pay a lot per book. Um, paid up a little bit for a couple of them, but mostly they're all going to have some kind of issue with it. Now, this is X-Men number 38. If you notice, we bought the reprint version of this, which I think is like 82. Don't quote me on that, but the reprint purchase of this, this one, ton of wear right there. Okay. So, low grade book, but it is complete, and it's X-Men 38. So, again, completing the run all the way down to 1. I do not have one spoiler alert, but I have something very, very close to it that I'll show you. We're going to get into that one. X-Men number 36. Very cool looking cover. Again, love Cyclops. Love that they put all the X-Men, usually all 5, in each cover issue. A lot of people don't like the old art styling of the early books, at least from what I see on YouTube and other channels. I think it's awesome, but, you know. Back then, we didn't have a lot of variant editions and stuff. So this is X-Men number 34. This one, the cover's attached. Again, didn't pay a lot of money for it. But it's a well-presenting book. Again, another reprint that they did later on that we have a copy of. This is a really cool one. This cover has been reattached, is the only bad thing. This is the Banshee. One of my favorite covers from the early run, the early original run. Like I said, the cover been reattached. I can see a new staple. But again, did pay a lot of money for it. Great Banshee. Love the red cover. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, so this one, number 27. Now this is actually the only real good graded book. Like if I wanted to send this one off, I could. It would probably get a 6. Well, I don't know. Person put 7.5 on it. But I don't know, it could. It's got some spine wear right here, but overall this is a really good re-enter of the Mimic. Not the first appearance of the Mimic, but guys, I think he was like 13. He was pretty low. Anyway, brought him back. Again, love the cover. This is actually in one of the Mylars, so one of my favorite ones right there. Okay, this is issue number 26. Holocaust. Again, cool book. Completing the run. This has a little bit of writing on the back. Nothing too major to talk about there. This one has the front and back cover detached, but it's X-Men number 25. El Tigre. I don't think this was his first appearance. I think it was earlier, but overall, very weathered book. But it completes the run. Also, if anybody's looking to sell any X-Men that are like this, I will definitely entertain the idea of any ones that look better than the ones I've got. This cover is detached. Issue number 24, The Plague of the Locusts. I just love them. I mean, really do. Alrighty, let's keep going. X-Men number 23. That I actually have 2 copies of. So I actually have one of these, I think, graded back here, which I'll go over here in just a second. That one's actually a pretty cool book. Nothing wrong with the covers, spine wear, foxing up here. Overall, pretty good book. Here's another one that's pretty good. This is X-Men 21. Again, just love these clean covers, white background. This one obviously has a little bit of water damage right there. Could use a cleaning, but Probably not going to do it again for the PC unless I get a higher graded copy. Alright, so he already told me cover is barely attached on this one. This is a really cool. I actually like these stamps as long as they are in a pretty cool spot. It says December 6, 1965. All red cover. X-Men number 17. You can probably see a trend of where we're going. Just to recap, these are all from WhatNot. Love it. This is X-Men number 16. Very, very rough issue. Got the grade on this as a 3.0. Very rough issue. But still pretty cool. I would like to get this one in a better looking because that yellow is so faded right now. Should be popping. But overall, pretty good book. Book from the 60s. This cover on this one is restapled, but X-Men 11. Again, other than the cover being restapled and all this stuff over here, the rest of it's got pretty good corners. Does have some issues throughout. This is a really cool book. This has, I think this is the first Stranger, the Stranger. So again, cool book. One of the ones that were a little bit different because they were pretty close. Wish I had 12. I think it's 12 that's the Juggernaut. I do not have it. But I do have this one. Again, it's all from that same guy's collection from WhatNot. It's a very cool book of this first Eunice, single digit, number 8 of the X-Men. Great book. This is actually pretty high dollar book in higher grade. This is not a high grade book. You can see the staining. See a number written here, just 9-1. No. The funny thing is the spine looks pretty good. It looks like it's all apart. It's all complete. All of these books are complete. That's the main thing. I don't like buying incomplete books. I will buy some with the Marvel Value stamp gone, but because I have an issue 94. That's the Marvel Value stamp. But okay, so this issue is detached. The cover is detached. And of course, we're going down. Issue number 7. This is the return of the Blob. I don't know if this is the second or third appearance of the Blob. I think it's the third, because his first appearance is in 3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. First appearance of the Blob. This cover completely detached. I can tell right here, there's just nothing left of it. By the way, I've got the wider angle lens so you can see a little bit more behind me, and my face isn't straight up on you. But yeah, cool. I love the Blob. I think he's a cool character. Completely different than the movie. This one, the cover has been detached. We already got that. But speaking of the Blob, seeing as we were at 7, we're at 3. Cover's not the only thing missing here. They cut Beast completely out of that. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. That I don't appreciate. But it is X-Men number 3. This book is probably about $100, even with that cutout of the front cover. Because, covers are detached, but still X-Men number 3. And it presents well, other than, of course, that cutout. They cut out my favorite character. Can't believe it. But the Blob. This is the first appearance of the Blob, X-Men number 3. I do have one more. Covers are both detached, okay? And this is a really, really rough copy of this book. I actually don't even want to take it out of the plastic. X-Men number 2. Now, I'm probably going to submit this to CGC, and the only reason is because it's so fragile. Since I've gotten this, I haven't even taken it out. Because the cover, both front and back, are completely detached. It is complete. I got him to show me where it was complete the entire time. I did get him to take this out while he was there, and he was kind of hated that he took it out because there was a piece that fell off even while he was doing it. So now I will say these marker things are actually on the plastic. They're not on the book. So the book actually presents a lot better than what it's showing in this thing. So I may I may take it out before I send it to CGC, put it in a different bag. I'm going to send it to CGC just to preserve it. Because if I move this around too much, pieces are going to fall off of it. So hopefully I get a 0.5 or 0.5 grade. I've seen worse copies get like a 1. So it may get a 1. I'm hoping for just a 0.5. Even a 0.5 of this book's probably going to be between $300 and $350. But just to have an X-Men #2, to me, is worth it. This is the only one out of this entire run that I'm probably going to send to CGC. Just to preserve it. Only reason. We'll show it to you a little bit more. Very cool book. Almost lost it. Alright, I'm going to go over a couple of these wall books. Yeah, obviously you can see a few of them, but I'm just going to go over the 3 or 4 X-Men that I have here. I have a PGX one, but we ain't going to pay attention to that. I showed this in the last video. Again, I got this from the WhatNot auctions. Okay. Restored grade. I'd rather have restored grade than, or at least the restoring, at least it coming back restored because of adding stuff. This small amount of glue on the spine and cover. But I don't want it to be restored grade where it's like missing something. So if it's missing anything, that's like a whole page. That's worse in my mind. So this is the second one of those that I have. I think I showed you 23 earlier, 23 that was in a really rough shape. So actually a guy that was on the WhatNot thing lives here in Alabama where I'm at. He lives up in Huntsville. I'm in Tuscaloosa. And he was bidding on some of them, and I was outbidding him on most of them. But I let him have a few of them, and I told him next time he was down here, I would just give him the copy of 23, the extra copy of 23 that I had. So I think it was like Bama Boy, Bama Brady. So if you're watching, come on down here. I still got that book for you next time you're in town. Pretty clean issue. This is about a $150 book in a 6.0. At least the last time I looked up. Who knows what it is whenever you're watching this video. And then I've got a 7.0 of X-Men 41. One of my favorite covers out of all of it. Got the Subhuman in it. I don't know if this is the first appearance of it, but I do know this is has the bonus of the origin of Cyclops. So it's a really cool read, actually. Most of these are just like kid-friendly type reads, so it's not the best reading set of X-Men. But again, I love the simplicity and the action that's on the covers. So that's pretty much it for my unboxing of my WhatNot haul. I am going to, I made the decision to get rid of a few of the other ones that I showed on my first video, like the Daredevil. I think I'm going to keep the Astonishing Tales, but I'm going to get rid of a few of those that I got. I will make a video soon of pretty much everything that I've got back here and have a story about the 266. But I got a story of the first comic book I ever bought, which I'm going to make a whole video about that. And it's actually Giant Size X-Men #1. I guess there's only one, but Giant Size X-Men that I have been waiting currently 10 months to come back from CBCS because it is signed. That's the only reason I didn't send it to CGC, because then it would have came back as a qualified label or something like that, because they don't verify the signature. So as soon as that one comes in, I will make a video off of that. But I hope you're enjoying the channel. Please like, follow, share this video. Helps me get out. I'm going to try to make at least one video a week. If it starts rolling, I'm going to try to make 2 to 3 videos a week. Also have 3 other channels. Check it out if you're looking to buy or sell real estate here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where the University of Alabama is. Roll Tide. I've been doing it for 7 years. It's been fun, and as you can see, the houses, some of the houses that I've sold just this year. You know, just I'll leave all my information, my website stuff. Every bit of information is going to be in the description. Last thing I want to do, I want to shout out those WhatNot people. It was C. Fuller on WhatNot. that had this big collection. He has some really cool auctions. He does some mystery grab bags. He gave away an X-Men, a giant size X-Men on one of his shows. And All-Star Comics, shout them out again, really cool. They were the ones in New York, so I'll put their link in the description too. Epic Nation, who I believe I've got this 23 from. Yeah, this 23. Epic Nation. Every Tuesday, he has a really cool show he puts on WhatNot. So definitely check that out. Trying to think of anybody else. Izzy's Comic is my LCS. I'll put their link in the description and their cool website. They do some WhatNots, but they do everything. So, again, like, comment, subscribe for new videos, and if you have anything, just let me know.